Superman is written and directed by James Gunn and stars David Corenswet as the world's beloved superhero. This was my most anticipated movie of the year, so let's get into it. Let me start by explaining what this movie is about. It's about Lex Luthor, played by Nicholas Hoult, trying to get rid of Superman. He hates him so much that he spends every waking moment analyzing and studying him to uncover his weaknesses. Everything that threatens the people of Metropolis comes from Lex's actions, so it's up to Superman to face those threats head on. David Corenswet is fantastic as Superman. His portrayal is a bit different from what we've seen before on the big screen, but I still liked his take. Rachel Brosnahan is a perfect Lois Lane. She is sharp, skeptical, and not afraid to ask hard questions, which makes her a great journalist. One standout scene takes place early on in Lois's apartment, where she conducts a tense, emotionally charged interview with Superman. Though it turns into a heated exchange, it still remains engaging and gives us meaningful insight into both characters. It's nearly 10 minutes long, but by the end of the film, I still felt like their screen time together wasn't enough. After that scene, the movie starts introducing characters like every 5 minutes. Some of them were great additions though, like Mr. Terrific, Guy Gardner, and Metamorpho. Others I didn't really care about. Oh, and almost forgot, Crypto was amazing. He has some of the funniest scenes in the film, and at the end, there's even an explanation about why he's so badly behaved. On the other hand, I really didn't care about and didn't like Hawkgirl, not because Isabella Merced's performance, but because her character felt underutilized and lacked purpose. Oh, yeah, and she screamed during fight scenes a lot, which I found to be very, very annoying and strange. Guy Gardner was fun, but Mr. Terrific stood out as the best thing to come out from the Justice Gang. He's strong, reliable, and genuinely helps Superman throughout the film several times. There's a subplot involving Jimmy Olsen, which I thought was a bit silly, but it didn't bother me much. As for Lex Luthor, he's ruthless, manipulative, and completely heartless. But he's also a genius, so he comes up with different strategies to defeat Superman. Though I do think the movie needed a bit more backstory in order to fully explain his intense hatred toward Superman. Overall, I enjoyed the movie. It is good, but not great. The biggest issue I had is how many characters were introduced who barely had anything to do in the film. It sometimes felt like a setup for future projects rather than a more focused Superman story. I really thought it would focus more on Superman and his relationship with Lois, which unfortunately wasn't the case here. That said, the performances were great, CGI looked good, and the fight scenes were solid. I loved David Corenswet and Rachel Brosnahan as Clark and Lois. The ending was okay, but there's a reveal there that I saw like a mile away, and I think many people will figure it out if they're paying attention early on. As for the rating, I would give Superman a 7 out of 10. It's a promising start for the new DCU, and I'm looking forward to their next project. Thanks for watching, and see you next time.